What's up guys, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at SH Figuarts Jiece from the Dragon Ball Z line. So let's take a quick look at the box real quick. We have Jiece in a nice colored pose here. We also have a clear window that will showcase the figure and some of its accessories. We have the name Jiece, a bunch of company logos here. On the side, we have some black and white photos of the figure and some of the accessories that come with this guy. And on the top, we also have a picture of him. On the bottom, we have the name Jiece, and a headshot and the picture of the Ginyu Force logo. On this side, we have Jiece again, and on the back, we have some various pictures of some of the poses and some of the accessories that come with this guy. You can see super action, super modeling, and simple style and heroic action. Basically, stuff they say on every single SH Figuarts packaging. So that's it for the packaging. Let's bring in the figure real quick. So here we have Jiece. And you can see he is all red. That's his skin tone. It's a nice deep scarlet red. He's got these white boots and white gloves, white and tan armor with the Ginyu Force logo. He has this huge white mane of hair, and it's a shame that they didn't put any kind of shading on this because it would just make this hair pop so much more. He has some armor in the back, mostly tan. He has this green scouter, which was used in the show to determine how strong an enemy was. And there you have it. So let's go over some of the articulation for this guy real quick. So head is on a ball joint, and the base of the neck is also on a ball joint. So kind of look up and down that far. And this hair piece is actually on a separate piece. I believe it's two ball joints because you see there's some rotation here as well, with a hinge in the middle. So let's take a quick look here. If you guys can actually see that hinge right there. So it actually gives the hair a little bit of articulation, but this still doesn't help the fact that it's solid and just extremely heavy when it comes to posing. So let's get these shoulder pads out of the way. They are on hinges. So he has a butterfly joint that allows his arm to go forward that much. He has a ball jointed shoulder, as well as a hinge that goes out to 90 degrees. He has a bicep swivel here that's still very squeaky. Sounds like it might break if I keep doing it, so I'm not gonna keep doing that. Elbow joint that goes up that much, as well as a ball jointed wrist right here. Let's just get these shoulder pads out of the way. Move these arms out of the way too, because let's take a look at that ab crunch. It's very nice ab crunch. Goes forward that much and bends back that much. He has a ball jointed waist here, and his legs can kick forward that far, and they can kick back that far. You can also do the splits, and he also has a thigh rotation here, as well as a knee bend that much, a double jointed ankle, or seems more like single jointed ankle here, and a toe pivot that goes up that much. So fairly good articulation, basically all you need for a SH Figuarts figure. So let's take a look at some of the accessories that come with this guy. I'm just gonna move this off to the back and hope that he can stand, because that, like I said, that hair is crazy. So let's just plop him right there. He's wobbling, but we're good. Let's take a look at some of the accessories. Let's start with these shoulder pads. So he's got these weird shoulder pads that would replace the ones that he has on them. I'm not going to show them on camera because they are a pain to put on and take off. But literally, they would just, it almost makes it look that the armor is kind of moving with his arm rather than just lifting straight up. So that's basically what it's for. He also comes with this effect part that also has a clear stand to it, and you can actually take that off. There is a peg hole, and there's a peg, and you would literally just plug that in. And then this end would go around his wrist and will just show that he'd be firing off an energy blast, and it's very nice. And let's take a look at this energy piece itself. It's clasped in this clear red piece, and it has this nice white gradient to it. Actually, it looks very nice. It's solid, and it's has quite a bit of weight to it too. So there's that. We have a suitcase here that is actually in the show, supposedly a box of scouters, basically what he's wearing in the show. Wearing on his head, sorry. I actually don't remember what episode it was from, but supposedly it happened. So I'm just gonna go with it, and it happened. So there's that. It has a nice little design here. I don't know what that says. It has an up and down arrow, so. He also has this extra back piece that comes with a peg hole in the bottom, and this is where you would plug in an action stand. Now I will showcase this because it is very easy to do. We're just going to move this hair out of the way, take our fingernail and just pop this back piece right off, and we're going to replace it with this new piece. Give that a push, and literally if you plug a action stand in here, you can have him floating in the air and pretend that he's flying. That's basically all it is. Let's take this piece off, putting it back. So there's that. There we go. So next, let's take a look at some of the hands. He comes with quite a few hands, 9 in total. So he comes with a holding hand for that suitcase, and literally you would just fit it in here. See how the thumb and the fingers are actually separate. You just kind of force it in there. He has 2 open palm hands, and he has 2 claw hands. He has 2 straight closed palm hands. He also has 2 closed palm hands, but they're at an angle. As you can see that the peg hole is actually like this. So the hands would actually peg on kind of like that. And that's for a specific pose that he would pull off. So those are it for the hands. Let's take a look at this. So this is one of the accessories that they started including with these SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures. And this is a Dragon Ball. Now this is actually the Namekian Dragon Ball, which you can see is the size of his head. Now the regular Dragon Ball, the Earth Dragon Balls, would only be around the size of his fists. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. But it's a very nice piece. It's solid plastic again. It's casted in this clear, reddish, yellow plastic. I don't see any seam lines, so it's actually very nice. Very nicely done. And these stars on there are basically painted red. So there's that. And he comes with 3 faces. Let's take a quick look at them. So he comes with the normal face that he has on him. He has a focus, there we go. Looks more like a surprised face because there is this other face that literally looks almost the same, but I think this looks more angry. And then he also has this screaming, looking off to the right kind of face. And how we would change the faces is we would come here, we would take this front hairpiece off, and then we would pull this face piece off. And we're actually going to remove the scouter because none of his other faces comes with a left ear. And that's what the scouter is for. You're literally plugging that clear peg piece into that hole. And it's very loose, much looser than I would like. So it doesn't fit in all the way. Let's try another face piece. Hopefully that holds it. Yeah, this one's much more secure. So we got this, focus, and then we're going to plug that right in. We got this big square peg right here. You can probably see in this big square peg hole, square peg, and we're just going to tuck that in right there. And we're going to take our hairpiece, 2 pegs, 2 peg holes. We're going to plug that right in. And we have him with a screaming face. So there's that. And also, I don't think I showed off how to change a hand, so let's do that right now. So I'm going to grab onto the wrist. I'm just going to pull this hand right off, and you can see there's a little ball joint right there. And let's just grab, let's make sure I find that right hand. Let's grab this claw hand. And all we're going to do is, you see peg hole, we're just going to peg that right in. And let's see if I can, there we go. It's a soft thud, not a clear snap. So we have him with a claw hand. So there's that. Now, the last accessory that comes with this guy is a head for Goku. I'm not going to spoil it for those that haven't watched the show, but this is a evil Goku face with a scouter. And all you would do for this is, so I'm going to move him off to the back, and I'm going to bring in Goku. So here we have good old happy Goku in his cheery self. So all we're going to do is we're going to take the head, and we're just going to pull that right off just like that. And you see there's a peg, there's a ball joint, and there's a peg hole, ball joint hole socket right there. And we're just going to pop that right on. Now this takes a little bit of doing. And it's not a snap, it's more like a soft thud again. So there we have Goku all evil-like. And since he's here, let's just get straight into some comparisons, size comparisons. So I'm going to put Goku right here. I'm going to bring Jiece to the front. As you can see, he's a little shorter than Goku. Not by much, just a little bit. And we're also going to bring in the leader of the Ginyu Force, Captain Ginyu himself. As you can see, he's a much bigger figure than Jiece, even though he is much cheaper because Jiece is P Bandai. And then he, of course, is bigger than Goku himself. So there you kind of have a basic idea of how tall these figures are. So there you have it. So here's my review of the SH Figuarts Jiece, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to click that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on notifications. And until next time, we'll see you later. Take care. "何が起きても